everyone, Robert Boyle here, or Dr. Robert. I want to talk a little bit about creative expression. Expression and the soul, the deeper aspect of ourself, our individual expression to come into life, our soul. Soul, in a sense, as a vehicle of spirit, all-encompassing. Soul being the individual, that each one of us has an individual scent to bring into life, this life. Or individual song to bring in, dance to bring in, movement to bring in, creativity to bring in. That is yours. That is yours. And without that in the world is impoverished. At least impoverished in some way. You may think it's a small way, but there are no small ways, not concerning spirit and soul. All is welcome, all is important. For myself, I look at creative expression as a balm, a soothe for my soul. Not as a theory, but as a lived experience. When ordinary language fails me, as it did many times as a child and many times growing up, and in many situations still these days, creativity can step forward, steps into the fray, so to speak, steps into life. Whatever it is, whatever we're feeling, we can bring it into life. Through writing, movement, or image making, I have found a gentle medicine for the unseen bruises carried within. Carl Jung observed creativity or creative activity could be described as a kind of innate drive which seizes a human being and makes them its instrument. In those moments, creativity feels less like something I produce and more like something that tends me from the inside. Tends me from the inside. There are seasons when the soul feels scorched by grief, dulled by repetition, or fragmented by the relentless pace of the world. Families, schooling, work, world events, social events, all of those moments where there's something we feel discordant. In those moments, creative expression becomes a refuge. A refuge. When I write freely or allow my body to move without direction, something softens, something happens. The tight knots of unspoken emotions can loosen. What once felt overwhelming can begin to take shape, or what felt chaotic can find rhythm. Rilke reminds us the purpose of life is to be defeated by greater and greater things. That's wonderful, isn't it? The purpose of life is to be defeated by greater and greater things. And creativity gives us, a way to meet those things without being destroyed by them. I feel this most deeply when I release the need for perfection. Release the need for perfection. The soul does not heal through performance. No. It heals through honesty, being real. Allowing what needs to come out, allowing what needs to be. To be or not to be. Shakespeare asked us. I want to be. I want to be. When we meet that urge or essence that wants to come into life and comes into life, in that meeting there is relief. I breathe again. I'm no longer alone with my inner weather with my inner torments. I'm in dialogue with it. Matisse spoke of this inner necessity when he said, creativity takes courage. Creativity takes courage. Each honest act of expression feels like a brave, small brave, or large brave, step towards wholeness, as Jung said. Creative expression also teaches me that pain is not the enemy. We need to know that. We really need to know that. Pain is not the enemy. It can be a doorway to greater and greater expression, to greater and greater integration, to greater and greater empathy, to greater and greater ways of being real in the world. And that adds to the world. You are an add to the world. You're not meant to be a copy. Really need to get that straight. You are not meant to be a copy or try to be someone else. Allow the soft animal of your body to love what it loves, as Mary Oliver says. Art, it can become a vessel capable of holding what my rational, logical, and I'd say fearful mind avoids. In shaping experience, I am shaped in return. It's real, it's honest, and it's a relationship, a dialogue. The soul can exhale. There is something quietly, sometimes noisily as well, restorative about making meaning from brokenness. Everyone has been broken in some way. It's how the light comes in. Creativity does not erase the wounds, doesn't rub them out, but it tends them. It tends them. Like a healing ointment, it soothes, protects, allows deeper and deeper integration to unfold. An integration to unfold. Picasso said, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. In this way, creative expression remains my faithful companion. My faithful companion. A reminder that when the soul is given room to speak and express, it remembers how to heal. The soul remembers how to heal. How wonderful. How beautiful. How daring. How countercultural. Not being fixed by anyone external, but by being healed from within.